Hey, I'm Decathlon Gamer. Welcome back to City Skylines 2. This is episode 32. As always, traffic is such a big deal within this game. Trying to keep it flowing, trying to keep it from not being backed up too much. And we did a huge freeway rework. We checked on a couple areas with that, found a couple issues with that, and we might have to go back and readdress those further. But we haven't checked on the rest of the traffic in a while. It's been a few episodes since we've looked back on it as we addressed outstanding issues over the last handful of episodes. So it's been a while since we've really done a big check. So I'm going to go ahead and do that to start this episode off and see if we have any short-term fixes that are necessary. As we're kind of locked in on the west side here, we'll begin from there. Looks like we do have one. That's not a backup. That's fine. That's very minor. What about in here? And I do have something that I want to fix in here. And we are okay. So there's no car access out the back of this building, but still has the front. And our freeway ramp is looking just fine. This is something I want to fix. I tried to get these two houses connected up. Yeah, see, nobody's even living there. And nobody's living there because they're not hooked up. So I tried to get these. Actually, what I need to be doing is underground. Wrong button, underground. There we go. Those houses are never going to exist. It's just too tight of a corner, and they've built the houses up, and they aren't connected. Can I delete the houses themselves, and will they rebuild if I do so? Looks like they're immediately building the next one, which is just gonna keep happening. 2 new neighborhoods added in here in Westworld recently, and no traffic issues, so that's good. We've added bus routes recently that seem to be helping. Got a little traffic jam at the cargo harbor, as always, but it's not bad. Airport's not enough electricity, don't understand why. It's hooked up. It's not got demand for anything else. There's nowhere to hook up to directly that gives it extra power. So I couldn't tell you why it's doing that, but it's doing that. You know, we have huge demand for commercial, and this seems like a good place to put in some of that. Plane landing right there. And traffic through here is nice. We won't check the freeway. It's still been too recent. It was right at the end of the last episode that we did our little check with that. The freeway, the West Freeway is moving. We fixed the traffic in Little Manhattan. There's no problem with the off-ramp. There's no problem with the on-ramps. And there's no problem going around. The one-way 4-lane is working beautifully. We fixed the ramp here as well, other than a little traffic accident. Police already on scene. Couple motorcycles coming together. Continuing on with the freeway. Everything is moving nicely. Wonder if I want to expand this to 5 and 4. Well, that didn't go quite according to plan, but it still worked. Everything's flowing through here just fine. Our busy off-ramp is not so busy. That's really just a few buses. It's not bad. This was our worst spot in town for a long time, and it's fine. It's flowing just fine. Okay, we've got a little backup with the merge right here, and somehow I've got myself in a 2-lane section, which I didn't realize I had any more 2-lane sections. We're going to fix this up a little bit. Let's continue on with our 3-lane expansion through here. A lot more time for a merge to occur. Will that fit under? It does. Okay. If we go 4-lane, will you... Car freaked out. Car phased through. That's how that works, right? I don't want to hit you. I'm just going to phase through you. So far, so good. Until you get to here. The off ramp. Needs more. Like, this isn't even a problem. Like, what's the problem here? The light? Let's take it out wider. And that's already 4. Make it 5. Make it 4. Not ideal, which is why I like traffic circles a lot, but it's not bad. With both lanes able to turn left, that makes things easy, and that got a lot of traffic out of the way. I think this will be just fine. That'll clear right up. And this should take us to the edge of the map, and does without issues. Okay. Let's go ahead and check out Winterfell. This one had gotten backed up around this area. It's not. I mean, these are guys that are just coming off the freeway, and they get right on with where they need to get to. There's a lot of housing in here, a lot of traffic in here, a lot of parking structures in here. The only backup is this minor one trying to get into a nearly full parking lot, which just suddenly cost a whole lot more than before. There's our bus. It's got 14 passengers. So there are people using it already. We just made that bus line last episode. The main road's pretty clear. Okay, this is all new housing back here, so I wouldn't be surprised if it was a little bit crowded. It's like I might have missed a spot zoning. I did. Let's go ahead and throw in some more commercial. Commercial's a bigger need. There's the house right there. That's the house with the view. But that's a pharmacy? Pharmacy gets the view? That's not fair. That's weird how it's all just gas station, gas station, gas station, how they bunch up like that. Yeah, we're good though. The traffic on this side's not that bad. It's pretty light. I think this will fix this. And we already saw it be pretty effective. Now, one thing we could do is do away with at least some of these crosswalks. Like, we don't need to have all of them here. East Freeway, so far so good as it moves through the industrial area. Okay, and our left-hand off-ramp. Let's do it okay. It's almost a backup here, but not quite. We could do a little bit more to fix this and ensure that it's not going to be an issue because it's awfully short. Yeah, that ramp's not doing. What about if we go like this? That's a similar issue. So, it's all backed up. We know the fix by now, right? Oi, why? Come on. The roundabout's the issue now. We should be able to have both lanes flowing. Cleared up that side immediately, though. But all the on-ramp traffic. See, the large roundabout's only getting one lane through here. That's not helping us. That long to get 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's not that bad. 7 cars got through. Here comes another group, but they'll be on their way shortly. And then these guys will be able to resume. There you go. Go. They're just a little too slow. The other side should hold up and give them the right of way, and does. But they only managed to get a few through there. It's not ideal. It's not ideal. There's a little too much going on there. And it may require a rework. There's another one of our new buses. 7 passengers. Definitely not empty. And still new, so traffic's nice all through here. We had a real issue back in the day in this area. That's all moving nice and smooth. Off the ramp. We were checking freeway though, weren't we? Not neighborhood. But the freeway is good. Back into the neighborhood itself. Anything this way? Issues? No. Okay, I am seeing something up here. Once again, we did a lot to clear this up, adding that bypass. But there's a lot of cars that are still wanting to go that way and not take this alternative, which is a much faster way. I wonder if I upgrade it to a highway type thing, will they be more inclined to take it? We don't need people to walk there. Here we go. We'll give it a shot. Let's see. Are they more inclined to take it when it's a highway? Oh, that's parked cars. Alright. Take it to there, and then you're dropping it down to roadway at that point. I like that. That's... Alright, now back to this one. Ooh, you know, this... Actually, folks, this would make a lot of sense. We just saw a car that was going straight, change its mind, and go to the right. And look at the next vehicle. Goes to the right. Now that's a maintenance truck, but look, we're seeing half the vehicles suddenly go to the right. Half. That's a lot. It seems a lot more than what we were getting a moment ago. Here's my thought process. To the right, it's highway. To the left, it was already highway. To the right was just a regular road. So without the highway, without the extra speed, you would take that little bit further. Now once you get to here, it's street. It's no longer highway. This traffic circle is the end of the highway. But because you could go that little bit further, you don't want to get off the highway onto a street when you don't have to. I think this is going to help with that traffic. And look, this side, same thing. Look how many of them are going to the right now instead of straight. That's going to ease the traffic off in here. That little change is going to make a big difference. It's no longer a street bypass. It's a highway bypass. Fine. We had issue here at the hospital once upon a time, but we expanded the road. That took care of the issues there. The off-ramp still has issues though. So it's time to fix it. Yeah, this, look, that's all still backed up, and both sides really are not flowing particularly well, as much as I think it would be helpful to... What's the overlap? Right, a building across the street is the problem. And we have a left, we have a right. Middle lane is doing what? Left or right? Yes, it is. Looks like it. Just get more cars flowing in the direction you need them to go. Oh, look at the other side. We've already almost cleared it. I mean, the other side wasn't bad, but just like that, there's no traffic. I have a feeling this is going to clear up pretty quickly. I mean, you're still seeing a mess back there, but the new vehicles are pulling to the right. And slowly but surely, those that are in the middle that need to go to the right are shifting to the right. So that's going to, I think, clear up soon. Oh, really? Hey, come on. We've gone this far already. Okay, this side's cleared up. And we did the same thing there, right? We did the triple when it wasn't a triple. So that worked. That worked on that side. This one, hey, look. What's the problem? 3 lanes. 3 lanes. Now, what do we get here? Left or right, and probably right. How's it going to change the flow? Let's take this way. And there we can push that to 4. The 4 actually starts back here. That's okay. That's just that single farm, which apparently doesn't have enough employees anyway. Only 3 out of 6. It's all sorts of people. This is a very short off-ramp though. Not a fan of that. But technically it's not, right? I mean, it's way back here. The rest of that freeway is running smooth. Industrial town. Climate change. Busiest expected area is just fine. What about the neighborhood split here? Well, industrial. Just fine. Higher density right there. No problem. A lot of people using the street parking in the neighborhood, but not too big of a deal. Traffic's going just fine through the neighborhood. Down Eugene. Down the burbs. And we have found traffic. A little 1 lane through there, a little 2 lane through here. Okay. Bet you we could yank away a little parking. Oh man, look at that bus stop. We're not looking at M. Anderson, we're looking at the bus stop. Song Street. Passengers waiting 118. And there's only 1 line. View the details on the line. There's the bus. Let's assign some extra buses to the bus route. Let's also go electric. Let's also increase the price. Alright, so we have some traffic here. And then it's to here. Oh man. Add too much to this. This is not going to flow. Wow, that's all buses. That's almost all buses, which means everybody is taking the underground path. Most everyone. Which is what they're supposed to be doing. And it's totally cleared up. There's no cars there. There's no cars here. There's no hold up here. This minor. And most of them are the buses. Well, where are they going? BT Eugene, 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 Eugene. Oh, there's plenty of buses on the Eugene line. BT Eugene and Eugene. It's all just two routes. I don't feel like any of them are actually boarding the buses unless they're all waiting for this one. They are. That was a lot of people getting off and a lot of people getting on. That's a lot of buses though. All kind of bunched up on each other. Not spread out. Definitely a little traffic jam there through this area. Sea Lion. How is Sea Lion doing? It's actually doing okay. I think it's just that one particular traffic jam. If we had another way to get to Sea Lion, we had another way to get to Sea Lion direct from the freeway, I think we'd have a little less traffic bunching up here. But already, look, it's not as bad. Never mind. That's still bad. That's still bad. So, a direct route into Sea Lion. Direct route into Sea Lion. All you have to do, a lot of the time, all you have to do is fix one direction. Then you're easing up the burden, and the other direction flows more freely, and the whole thing resolves itself. So sometimes that's all you need. We're gonna go like this. Bridge suddenly appears. Accident. Result. People were staring at the sudden appearance of a bridge overhead, and it turned into an accident. I have to just do away with those houses to make this thing. I'm worried about how that's gonna flow right there. No one's even coming this way. There's no holdup. Less cars taking the freeway now that it's a freeway. Look at that. 100%. 5 in a row. All headed the same direction. 6 in a row. 7 in a row. 9, 10. 11, 12. 13 in a row. 14 in a row. Remember how bad that traffic was before we put this tunnel in? 16 in a row. And you see why it's there. Jeez. This alternative route, though, to Sea Lion. Not one car has bothered to take it as of yet. This is cleared up a bit, though. Definitely less traffic than there was, which cleared up that side. And this side, yeah, it's all better than it was. Even with the Sea Lion route not being utilized at all at the moment, but these extra little bypasses definitely making a difference. Definitely having an impact on how things are running. 31 vehicles out. It's like we're fully employed. We just are like, oh, we've got it covered. But then they don't. They don't have it covered, right? We have one key area that's very much not covered. Do I need to try to throw in an incineration plant like right here? Straight off there. There'd be very little traffic in and out of it. We are seeing these fixes be fixes. That would turn one single lane to start this. That's okay. This side road, and we're adding services. That's the main thing here. So I'm trying to get services. It's one way, so it's gonna loop just back on itself. You have to just hit it, get it again if you want to use it, and otherwise you're gonna find a different way. But I wanted it to be able to reach here, so you had alternatives, but I couldn't get it to link up with this in the way to try to go over the top of it. So it loops around. That's fine. We have an elementary nearby, but it's completely at capacity, and you can see that there's area that's just not covered by it, apparently. If we were to add in another elementary, does it do anything for us? Not really. Well, we don't have an elementary for this area, and there is housing here. Will it work from there? It does. Oh, everybody's freaking out. Oh, they're getting on the bus. Oh, that's weird. What's the bus doing over there instead of, here? Why? Because it's got to turn left? So you gotta run across the street to catch your bus. Oh, weird. Now there's a jam there. There was no traffic there a few minutes ago. Traffic's weird like that sometimes. You'll get no vehicles for quite a while, and then all of a sudden everybody's coming. Is that shift work? Could be. Some sort of rush hour type situation. Might very well be. Everybody's going at the same time. Oh, that was the one we already had. Is anybody using our alternative Sea Lion route? We lost a couple houses for that. Nothing serious, but no one seems to be using it. But the traffic that was here is fixed. Halfway to the final milestone. But demand is rising yet again. Maybe it's time to put in another neighborhood, because we've already managed to finish the Winterfell neighborhood. Yes. It's all filled out. I like how we left that little bit of space to get some trees in there. Not overcrowd it too much. A little bit of a traffic headache right here. Definitely still some inbound traffic. The ramps are cleared. These are the ramps we had a problem with. That was the beginning of this episode, right? Well, the next question is, do you go to the other side? We We have one more neighborhood to make, so maybe. Unless I really speed things up, I think Rusty Emerson is going to stay a child forever. To stalk him to being a senior citizen, we have to play the game much faster than we are. Basic needs are being met. Finances are great. So it really wouldn't be that hard to do to speed the game up. Gosh, we got a big triple accident here. One car is all the way over on that side of the road. And a sports car. Of course they caused it, and a motorcycle. The hill's a steep one. We've gone ahead and built right over the top of it. One thing I think I'm gonna do here, avoiding the hill a little bit if I can, is we're gonna take our bigger road. Well, that's gonna be tough with the railroad tracks. We'll find a way. The one side is easy enough. Alright, so we have a little on-ramp, off-ramp for one of the directions, but we don't have for the other, and I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to get it cleanly. We can... you could do it if we cross over the railroad tracks. Why not? Might as well, right? What's the worst that could happen? Somebody get killed by a train? We haven't seen that yet. We've thrown in a hasty on-ramp, off-ramp the other way. Let's see how well it works. Back to construction here. I do kind of like the idea of throwing in a road underneath this bridge, if possible. So let's... No. Regular road. Sure enough, that helps link things up a little bit. And then we're going to put in an elementary and a college out here just to help with the demands. It's weird how we put parks in and then we don't get the... Once people move in, it kind of resets the needs, the demands. We should be able to get a park right, on top of the lake. That's perfect. So it's the same here. If we don't put in extra parks, it's going to be a problem. That's the latest neighborhood. What we don't have, though, is a district for it. So we need to get on with choosing another district. Above Winterfell should be the wall, but that would be on that side. So what do we put on this side? Alright, that means we got Hamburger Hill. We just added in another district with another set of policies going in, and that should have been the 10th. But once again, it doesn't work. It works every once in a while, and then it doesn't work. And then it works, and then it doesn't work. So we make a new neighborhood that should have been the 10th district, completing another achievement, and it didn't. Did not on this occasion. I suppose we do have our The Wall neighborhood, because we already have some... Yes, we have people living beyond. Okay, we try again. Meadow Gardens. Call it The Wall. There, this time we got it. Wide variety. 10 different districts. Achievement. Knocked out another one. And we're starting to get closer, folks. We're about 60% of the way through this last stage. But I'm definitely not going to add any more to this area while we've got a brand new neighborhood going in. Medium density demand all went down. Commercial demand went way down. Low density demand is down a bit. All first time in a while. We did have some traffic over here. What's going on with this one now? The off-ramp is fairly well cleared up. Both off-ramps. We've got some mail traffic trying to get out. And things have gotten a little bit busy up here, haven't they? Nothing severe. But it's definitely a bit of traffic. I think we can Maybe upgrade this one. Oh, why? Guess not. Same icons as always, folks. It's situation largely unchanged. City economy. 266 million in taxes, offsetting 21 million in expenses with a monthly balance of 250 million. We only have 562 of that right now, but things are just going crazy through the roof. No loans. Means we could drop taxation rates realistically, especially like industrial. That's our money. Oh my gosh, 232 million. The heck are we getting? Concrete industry, 107 million. Beverages, 107 million. Been a long time since we checked the production side of things. Grain is a massive shortage. We are bringing in a ton of it. Production is very low, 500 tons, when we are consuming 341 or 263. It's changing. Others are fairly balanced. Demand might be there, production less so. It's a big city. Material goods, petrochemicals, we're producing a ton of it. We have so many gas stations and a huge surplus. Are we exporting it? I don't know. Convenience food, beverages, food, textiles, a lot of that coming in. Material goods, software. Big export, making plenty of money. Though we consume half of what we're producing. Surprised it's that high. Financial, very little production. Really surprised about that. Not sure why we don't have more banks or other financial industry buildings. Media, very little production. Definitely a bigger deficit than anything. But retail, meals, entertainment, and recreation are all at least out producing. And that's opening things up for tourists a little bit. Money's been climbing rapidly of late. Household wealth has gone up rapidly. Saw a huge plummet in commercial wealth momentarily, but it shot right back up. Population count growing rapidly. Number of households. Those things have gone hand in hand. Population change. Citizens moved in is actually less than what it was. But birth rate is seeing the population grow. Death rate's low, so we're definitely growing. Citizens moved away is also very low. Well-being is very high. Health is good. Jobs, commercial jobs have climbed significantly. Industrial has not changed much. Same with office. Same with city services.
Sorry about that. It's
Commercial workers, obviously, that's the growing one. Unemployed? Unemployed has dropped. In fact, it's below zero. Minus 5%. Meaning we can't fill all the jobs. Crime rate. Non-existent.
Thank you.
Dang, I didn't realize we were doing that. Education. Poorly educated. Key thing about this one is you have to kind of look what's actually growing. Which one has the big arc? It's highly educated. Well, the educated has actually decreased a little bit. Uneducated has gone up a bit. Educated has been fairly stable. It's increasing. It's hard to tell, see, unless you do it this way. Uneducated growing 20,000 to 26,000. Remember, our population is growing though. Poorly educated, definitely growing. Educated, definitely growing. Well educated, definitely growing. Highly educated, growing faster than any of the others. Let's see how it's arcing up a bit more. Deliveries have always been high, but collected mail is increasing. Public transport, truck cargo, very high. Air cargo, steady for a while. 1 to 1.2 million. Ship cargo, steadily growing. Train cargo, it's actually decreased a bit. Truck cargo, fairly steady. More people, but steady truck cargo, that's probably a good thing. Airplane passengers, tourism on the rise. Citizens, pretty standard. Bus passengers, all those new routes just took off. Tourism actually even started to use the routes a little bit. Ship passengers decreasing, but tourism rising. Subway, new routes back then, big increase, yeah. Taxi, tourism very much on the rise. Citizens climbing back up. Company count, commercial, obviously the one on the grow. Trade value, whatever this one was. Pharmaceuticals, big decrease. Electronics have seen a big increase lately. At least I think that's what those ones are. Tourism, huge rise. We're getting a steady 19K now, where it was. That's only March. We're only looking at a small window here. It's like 4 or 5 months ago. But yeah, we've really picked up the tourism and the income from it, and the hotel rooms. Still no hotels, or that's just broken. Money's flying though. 577 million. We're into May, warmer season. Making progress, folks. Definitely making progress. That is going to do it for this episode, though. I'm Decathlon Gamer. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Have a good one. Be safe out there. Bye for now.